Hi, I'm Peter Cowan, the Bee Whisperer. It is now the 27th of April, 28th of April, and it's been almost 3 weeks since I've been around my yard here in Winterport and added extra deep boxes on top of the hives which were at their strongest. Now, right now I'm talking to you from the side of the car because unfortunately it is a breezy morning. It's about 9 o'clock in the morning. It's quite breezy. The bees are flying already. The dandelion bloom is just getting underway. And so the bees are absolutely thriving, but I'm afraid there's going to be wind noise when I work with the bees today. Tomorrow's forecast is much better, so hopefully tomorrow's video is going to have a lot less wind noise. But right now, this bee yard is looking pretty good. Bees flying everywhere. I've got 11 doubles, half a dozen singles, and 1 triple here. And I'm just about ready to start to do the splits. But what I'm going to do today is the preparation for those splits. My queens have not arrived yet. They're due to arrive either today or tomorrow. But in order to save time, what I'm going to do is make sure I can get at a lot of frames of brood that do not have the queen on them. And so what we're going to do today is go through these multi-story hives and make sure the queen goes all the way down to the bottom box, so that the brood that I want to get at are going to be in the upper box, and I can just go in and help myself to frames of brood in the upper boxes without fear of accidentally taking the queen out of that hive. So in other words, if you're planning to do a split and you have trouble finding the queen, today's video is for you, because most people that struggle to find the queen will have two problems. One, they tend not to do sampling in a timely manner, and number two, they don't tend to split their hives effectively because they're so scared of finding the queen that they won't be able to find the queen. This is going to be the way that we find the queen, and you can adopt this practice to a lot of your beekeeping because it is very, very simple and guaranteed to work. Okay, I'm off to a poor start already because I didn't bring an empty deep box with me. So temporarily what I'll do is use these empty nuke boxes here. What I'm going to do is have a quick look, first of all, at the colonies that we've here, a colony that we've added an extra brood chamber to, see how well they've occupied this upper brood chamber. Then we make sure that I'm going to take each frame and shake those bees down into the lower box. Then I'm going to hold the queen down with the queen excluder and put that brood back up on top of the hive. This way the nurse bees will come back up through the queen excluder and look after the brood that we put back on top of the hive, to come back up to the brood, look after it, and it's ready for me to split when I want to. These bees will behave normally because they've got a queen, and everything will be ready to go as soon as I have the queens ready to do my splits. As expected, with the extra space we've given the hives, the bees have moved up from the lower brood chamber and occupied the 4 frames with just empty comb, the frames of honey on the outside. They're not big enough in this hive to have started to work on these 2 frames of foundation, but they're going to be big enough to split later on. This wind, I'm going to be quick, so I'll repeat it, but I'll be quick in order to avoid chilling the brood that we have up here. So first of all, I'll take out the frames of foundation. Actually, what I'm going to do, first thing I'm going to do is move this super over to here. funnel that I've made. It's basically a tote with a bit of a rim put on it just so it fits nicely over the hive here. Now I can shake any bees I want into here. They're going to go down into this brood chamber. So foundation and all, because just in case the queen is on these frames, I just want to make sure she's down here. So we'll go into the first frame. This was a frame of honey that we put in. Still plenty of honey in here. Shake the bees off, not too violently. Double check I don't have the queen left on this frame, and this is going to go back here. Now, this should be where got lots of pollen and eggs in there and young larvae. Making sure the queen is not left behind on the frames. How's that for frame of brood? Nice frame of brood here. Both sides make a wonderful split. Check I'm not leaving the queen on there. Another wonderful frame of capped brood. Terrific. So we don't have to find the queen here. All we have to do is shake the bees into the box below. Then we know she's down in the bottom brood box. Third frame of capped brood. Looking really good. Look at this frame of brood. Filling just about every space. There. So now we have the super with no bees in it, well, almost no bees in it, but certainly no queen in it. We can take this funnel off, use a bit of smoke, get them to retreat. Put our queen excluder on. Now we know the queen is trapped down there. And within minutes, the bees will be back up here to keep that brood warm. When I'm ready, I can come back and split this brood. fun one for her to be on. Yeah, full of eggs. Don't happen to see the queen. But ideally I would shake this box out, but I'm 99.9% sure the queen is through. already starting the process of rearing new brood here. I'm building new comb here on one of the frames of foundation. That's why it's in there, to give them somewhere to put that energy. Not quite built enough to get eggs in it. Full of larvae. Brood, beautiful. Cap brood surrounded by pollen, surrounded by fresh nectar. It's even better without the bees on. Look how solid that pattern is. All this cap brood is going to be emerging in the next week. Make these colonies very strong. But they'll be split before that. More open space here, so I can have a better look for the queen here. Excluder. So far, we've had between 3 and 6 frames of brood. This one had 5. So things are coming along quite nicely. In between the wind gusts, it's beautifully pleasant. Some of those gusts are pretty strong. opportunity to clean these up a bit. Capping bucket. Not capping bucket. Comb. Bit of drone larvae. Have a little look to see if there's any mates. Don't see. Good. had the growing super on it, so it was 10 frames. As has gone up to 20. See how they're drawing this comb already, and even working on this one. They're biased towards this side, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the frames are full of bees, even the foundation. Frames fewest bees out first. Here for the queen to lay, sort of frame that might find her on. Lots of eggs and newly hatched larvae. Might be just a day or two too late. Six-day-old larvae on there, and some just starting to pupate. Beautiful frame of brood. So the wind is crazy. It's probably blowing 30 to 40 miles an hour right now. It's a beautiful sunny day. It's warm, but it's really not a day that you want to be opening up the hives. The bees are very patient. They're not being aggressive at all, but I'm worried about chilling the brood, even at nudging 60 degrees now. So at any rate, I got through all those boxes. There were now 12, or is it 13 deep supers, which contain between 3 and 6, say between 3 and 6 frames of brood that can be put into new nukes. And then of course there's the super below, which will probably have 3 to 5 frames of brood down below, and that will be on roughly 18 different boxes. So those lower supers all now contain the queen, and the queen will stay behind. I will make splits by making queen-free splits from the upper boxes, and I will put new queens in those on the day we have the new queens, which might be this afternoon, it might be tomorrow. Probably going to be tomorrow, because it's so windy, what I might do is go around another yard and do the same thing, prepare for tomorrow to make a lot of splits tomorrow instead of actually doing the splits today. Preparation is the key for all of these jobs here. But we've got a nice warm spell. They've improved the forecast for later in the week, so it now looks like I've got Thursday to work instead of just Tuesday and Wednesday. Then on Friday it'll be a rainy day. So spring is rolling on. The main beekeeping jobs have just started. I hope you're finding these useful. I'm Peter Cowan, the Bee Whisperer. See you next time. So, I hope you found that useful. If you did, press that subscribe button. I'm Peter Cowan, the Bee Whisperer. See you next time.